I say we face those thugs, said another familiar voice. Agatha turned to Waven, Mona, and Fess stuffed into a corner, along with other fourth years she hadn't seen since the 4 points, each of them bandaged and bruised. Ever since our quest, we have been trapped in the infirmary with nothing to do but read books, search for clues about the snake, and watch first years do our job. Waven closed a book under his arm. This is our school, and we have to defend it. If you fight, we are fighting too, said behind, closed with Lyphon and the first year efforts. Us too, said La Melissa with the nervous. Between all of us, we have numbers on our side. So did the wolves, Hot retorted. I'm not a coward, but I know pirates and they fight dirty. Everything about them is dirty. And Ryan has my girlfriend, and Sophie and Dauphin and Tedros. I know we need to save them, but we also can't rush out of here and die a stupid death, because then they are really doomed. The tower went quiet. Agatha could see the mix of fear and courage in her first mate's eyes, all of them locked on her as their leader. She instinctively looked at Hester. This is your decision, Agatha, the witch said. You are queen of the castle. Here or Camelot or anywhere else. We trust you. All of us do, said Annabelle. Kiko and Wiener nodded. Me too, said Beatrix. Hot crossed his arms. They glowered at him. Okay, fine. I'll do what she says, Hot groaned. As long as she doesn't kiss my new girlfriend like she kissed Sophie. Priorities, Dot whispered. Agatha was lost in thought, gazing at her quest crew, depending on her as their leader, at her injured classmates itching to go into battle, at the teachers who were looking at her for directions the way she once looked at them, at the first years who would risk their lives on her command. She had always been a fighter. That's who she was. But good isn't about who you are. Her best friend had taught her the lesson once upon a time. Good is about what you do. She took a deep breath and looked at her army. We wait, she said. Everyone heaved a sigh of relief. As they went back to whispering amongst themselves, Agatha suddenly heard scratching from the corner. The Snowman was drawing again, amending its painting of the tower. Strange, she thought. Nothing in the scenes had changed. She crowded over the Snowman's table and slid up the wall, out of view from the window, so she could see what the pen was drawing. The painting was the same as it was before. Agatha, the teachers, her friends, and the students hiding in the tower, while down below the pirates searched the shore. But the Snowman was adding something else now. A blast of gold in the sky. The beginnings of a new message from Lion's Mane. High over the endless woods. Even stranger, Agatha thought, peeking out the window at the clear sky with no message from Ryan's pen in sight. Why would the Snowman draw something that isn't there? Agatha gazed at the nice blank canvas, listening to the pen behind her, presumably feeling the fictional message. It didn't make sense. The Snowman recorded history. It didn't invent things. She felt herself tighten, doubting the pen for the very first time. Then a flash of gold lit up the sky. A message from Lion's Mane. Just like the story promised. Sometimes the story leads you, the Glums has said. As the light settled over the woods, Agatha whacked Ryan's new tail in the sky, praying it was still by Sophie's hand, praying she had snuck another coat into it. She stumbled back in shock. She read the message again. Agatha, a voice said. What is it? She turned to see her whole army quietly staring at her. Agatha bared her teeth like a lion. We need to go to Camelot, she said. Now! Sophie, he lies, she lies. Sophie stood at the edge of a black pond, swathed in white furs, a babushka wrapped over her hair, as she sprinkled sunflower seeds to a family of ducks. In the dusty water, the dark sky reflected as it was seen in a crystal ball, the 3/4 moon tinted with white like a severed head. The crack of a hammer made her shattered, and she looked up as the workers building a stage on the Gold Tower hill, directly over the imploded hole, exposing the dungeons. Aaron paced the stage, a dagger on his belt, his cold black eyes fixed on Sophie through his helmet. 2 maids flooded the stage with buckets of soapy water and scrubbed the wooden planks, siphoning the dust into the grass, where it went downhill, collecting in a pool at Sophie's feet. Overhead, a new message from Lion's Mane gleamed in the sky. Due to the attack on the blessing by Tetro's allies, Tetro's execution has been moved up. The similarity of this attack to the snakes suggests Tetros and his allies were in league with the snake all along, sabotaging your realms to make himself stronger. The sooner he is dead, the safer ours will be. The Kingdom Council will witness the execution at dawn, and the traitor's head will be mounted on Camelot's gates for the world to see.